Do you think banks don't want to invest in homes in Detroit?
I find that incredibly hard to believe. I don't want to think that.
But you're thinking that.
I'm just confused, Charlie.
But you're thinking that.
I'm not accusing or anything. I'm just saying I'm just confused.
Realtor Heather Dell says closing on a home for under $100,000 in Detroit is difficult, in part because she says some banks just don't want to write mortgages in Detroit. Are you saying that banks are sectioning out Detroit?
Yeah, not all banks, some banks.
Take this home on Detroit's east side. The seller agreed to sell it for $75,000. However, there were 3 different appraisals for 3 different buyers by 3 different banks. One for $55,000, another for $65,000, and one for $75,000.
But we're seeing unprecedented gaps. 20%, 30%, 40%, and that goes up through all aspects of the housing market.
And if the house doesn't appraise for the selling price, the house likely is not going to sell, especially at this price point. Why would there be such a variation in the value, an appraisal of this home? That is unusual, isn't it?
I don't know. That's the $64,000 question, right?
Well, a $75,000 question for this house.
When somebody brings me a pre-approval letter from certain banks, I tell them, look, this just isn't going to work.
Neither realtor would disclose the banks that were less likely to do business in Detroit.
There's that realtor that was on the news throwing banks under the bus, you know?
You kind of are throwing banks under the bus. Some banks.
Yes.
However, they do admit that houses are selling in the city, but with difficulty. The banks, when you talk to the banks, what do they say? They're the ones that put up the money for these mortgages.
Well, they're just the ones that just say, I don't know, it's a third-party appraisal. You can write an appraisal defense, and then they'll ignore it, and on and on and on and on.
Bottom line, if you want to buy or sell a house in Detroit, have some patience.
How do we get these homes in this price point quicker to close?
In Detroit, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.